Hi everyone. So this is my assignment for human factors in AI. My topic for the previous module was predicting and reducing customer churn in fintech. So I primarily deal with the fintech segment, and accordingly, I have chosen this topic. What we have observed is there is a significant customer churn in our product. So how can we address this using an ML model? So description of the task basically is customer churn is the rate at which customers stop using company services, which is basically the fintech services which we are providing. Reducing churn involves identifying customers at risk of leaving and implementing strategies to retain them. The goal of this project is to design this ML system that predicts customer churn and suggests actionable steps to reduce it. Right. So, what are the key tasks and task analysis? Uh, Data collection and preparedness. So, basically, we have to gather and pre process data related to the customer behavior, transaction history, customer support interactions, and demographic information. This is all already being part of the fintech. I know that these are very readily available with most fintech companies. Identify relevant features, handle missing data, normalize values, and ensure data privacy and security. Next, we move to model development. So, develop and train machine learning models to predict customer churn based on historical data. So, we'll probably have something like a regression model or something that can train on the data and perform accordingly. Moving on to prediction and insights generation, generate churn predictions and provide insights or reasons behind these predictions. Right? Use model outputs to identify at-risk customers and the factors contributing to their potential churn. Actionable recommendations suggest personalized actions to reduce churns. Right? So the model should be able to suggest as to what possible steps can be taken to prevent this, and translate model insights into concrete steps that customer service teams can implement. So, moving on to the next section, which is insights for simplifying task flow and improving user experience. Automation, automate data collection and pre processing steps, user friendly interfaces, develop intuitive dashboards for customer service teams to easily interpret model output and recommendations, real time alerts, feedback mechanisms. So, there should be ways where feedback can be taken and the model can be effectively redesigned or reevaluated. Right. Now we move to the user experience design. User interaction with the proposed solution. So the solution will primarily be a web-based dashboard, right? This dashboard will provide a visual representation of the churn predictions, customer profiles, and recommended actions. Key considerations of AI product to user experience design. So, user inputs and feedback loops. Users should be able to put in additional customer data, and feedback loops should be able to be uh, effectively established. Transparency on the model. Uh, Provide clear explanations of how the model arrived at its predictions. So the model should be transparent, and we should be able to provide the reasons as to why a particular prediction was reached. Generate easy to understand reports that detail model performance metrics and validations results. Communicating uncertainty. So the model should be able to communicate to increase trust. Uh, Display confidence scores alongside predictions to indicate the level of certainty, right? Categorize customers into different risk levels. So instead of having simply saying that this customer is at risk, we can have these levels where we can categorize these customers and then take it from there accordingly. Next, we'll move to the privacy considerations, privacy related concerns, data sensitivity, Fintech usually deals with a lot of sensitive customer data, personally identifiable data. So this is something that is to be taken care of. Uh, these usually they should be handled with utmost care, and at the same time, these are usually highly confidential data, which is kept encrypted in databases, right? So, robust security measures should be there. So, moving on to applicable privacy laws. So, we have GDPR for customers in EU. So, all personally identifiable data should be protected and private for customers in California. Uh, CCPA is there, so providing rights to data access, deletion, and opting out of data selling, right? Uh, and other regional laws depending on where the customers are from. So, moving on to the last section, which is the ethical considerations. We look at potential sources of bias. Uh, so, historical data, uh, they may contain biases depending on the transactional patterns at that time. Uh, the model itself may develop biases based on the data it is trained on. If there is any a certain data segment which is taken, uh, which may not cover all the possible points or possible uh, ways that uh, financial transactions happen, then there may be a source of bias over there. Meeting ethical AI goals, bias mitigation, implement techniques to identify and mitigate biases, uh, ensure diverse and representative data to avoid marginalizing in any customer group, clear accountability, define clear roles and responsibilities for data handling, model development, and decision making, maintain audit trail of model development and prediction processes to ensure accountability. Transparency, provide transparent explanations of model workings and decision making processes. Communicate openly with customers about how the data is used and the measures in place to protect their privacy and rights. So, this is it from the assignment perspective. Thank you.